Hello everybody, welcome to game number 2 here at Connervale Park. This time it'll be the hometown Humber Hawks hosting the visiting Mohawk Mountaineers. Zach Benoit and Andrew Milani on the call. And Andrew, it was a good first game for Humber.
Yeah, Humber really taking care of business off a strong start from Megan Muir. And then winning that one 9-3. Standout player of that one was Hannah Koziolek. Had a few big base hits, extended a single into a double, and extended a play that could have been an out into a single. Had a bunch of RBIs there. We saw some hard hit balls by Alexis Ferreira. Overall, a great effort by Humber and looking to make it 2 in a row here today against the visiting Mohawk Mountaineers.
For sure, and you kind of need to take a look also on the side of Mohawk. They actually won their first game against Conestoga. That was at 10 a.m. That game went a little bit longer. I believe they ended up winning it 8-6. So Mohawk, they're going to try to go 2-0 here and try to up their record. They're currently sitting in 4th place. The Hawks sitting in 3rd.
Yeah, obviously Humber, they never like to be in that 3rd place position. Obviously, it's always kind of gold or bust here for the Humber Hawks. But 2 tough teams at the top of the conference with Durham and St. Clair. Looking to keep pace with them in what should be a very interesting playoffs. As we look down the stretch, there's a look at starting pitcher for the Mohawk Mountaineers this afternoon, Rachel Lee. This as a pitcher/utility player, obviously getting the start on the mound here today. And interesting of note is that Mohawk won't be using the designated player here this afternoon. We'll be rolling with 9 batters, including their pitcher, who will be batting in the 3-hole here
for sure
this afternoon.
And you talked about Humber trying to keep up pace with those 2 big teams on the top. That's Durham and St. Clair. Well, those 2 are facing off right now. And as it sits, bottom of the 5th, St. Clair winning it 6-2. Durham, they also did win earlier on in the day, and they advanced to 11-0, but they're threatening right now to go 11-1, and if Humber wins this one, they'll have the same record right there, 11-1. The only loss they suffered was against St. Clair, but nonetheless, the action here at Connervale Park, we will begin, and it'll be none other than the center fielder, Shea Hilpert, to lead things off for the Hawks, who once again will act as the away team here.
Shea Hilpert, known for having a ton of speed there, not only on the base paths, but patrolling center field as well. Played a lot of right field last year, shifted over to center this year.
And you mentioned Rachel Lee on the mound there for the Mohawk Mountaineers. Left-handed pitcher, and that's typically something we haven't really seen so far this year. A lot of righties.
Yeah, I can't think of many southpaws we've seen in OCAA softball. Can make things a little bit difficult for Shea Hilpert as the left-handed batter, used to that right-handed pitcher. So pitcher with the advantage here in this matchup.
Fouled on back there, and we'll run quickly right through the Humber Hawks roster and lineup they are bringing in today. Leading off is Shea Hilpert, second Alexis Ferreira, in the 3-hole Reese Veloci. Batting cleanup Riley DeVries, then it goes Hannah Koziolek, Amelia Russo, Megan Muir, Melissa Hanfeld, and then Julia Devono. And those are the 9 batters for the Humber Hawks. Hilpert here in a 1-2 count, trying to stay alive and get on base to start the Hawks off on the right foot. Good eye there, leaving that low one.
Very similar batting lineup to last game for the Humber Hawks with a few changes. Good to see Riley DeVries back after she left that game with what looked like an injury concern, but she'll be right back in left field here today.
Another foul off there by Hilpert, and yeah, you're exactly right there. We saw DeVries kind of run off towards the baseball diamond after partway through that first game. We weren't really sure what it was. Good to see that it's not a serious injury. She's back out there because that's a big bat in the cleanup spot. And another big change of the lineup. Hannah Koziolek is up into the 5 spot, moves up 1 spot. Ground ball over to 3rd. Picked up on a hop, throw across the diamond's going to be in time, and Hilpert is retired.
I'll bring up one of the big power bats here for the Humber Hawks. Number 2 in blue, Alexis Ferreira, patrolling 3rd base.
Alexis Ferreira, like you said, had that big first game, and she'll look to continue it here. Hit to 3rd base on a hop once again, throw across in time, and 2 quick outs there for the Mountaineers.
Game going according to plan for starting pitcher Lee. Infield comes in to celebrate that out.
Lee pitched in 4 games so far this year. Game against Durham, Lambton, St. Clair, and Durham again. Last time out against Durham, no earned runs allowed. Veloci past the diving second baseman for a base hit, and that's Humber's first base runner. She's trying to turn and go 2, and she'll be in there standing. Good speed out of the box there by the Hawks shortstop.
Yeah, Veloci getting all of that one. Looked like it might just be a single, but that outfielder just a little out of position there. That ball rolling all the way back to that wall in the outfield, and she's on second for 2.
And I'll bring up the heavy hitter in Riley DeVries, who, like we said, left the first game early. Good to see her back in the lineup, and she had a lot of hard contact in that first game. A double to the wall and a single on a scorching line drive. Gonna hit a ground ball to third. Throw across in time. All 3 outs recorded at third base. And that'll do it for the top half of the first. No score here as the Mohawk Mountaineers, they'll try to jump on the board early.
Yeah, Rachel Lee with a great start to this ball game. Humber having a hard time getting some good hard contact as a lot of those balls went softly to third base. Veloci the only one to get any good contact here for the Hawks. Let's see if Humber can get things started on the right foot defensively here as we move on to the bottom of the first.
For sure, and then quickly we'll take a look at the lineup for the Mohawk Mountaineers. Leading things off will be Kayla McCowich, and then it will follow by Brooke Cressman, Rachel Lee, Chantel Tripp, Michaela Walker, Carrie Smith, Hope General, Emma Hawker, and then Maggie Lupton. That's the starting 9 on the field and batting for the Mohawk Mountaineers. And you hear it, the real Slim Shady starts playing here at Connervale Park. That can mean one thing: Shade Hansen is on the mound for Humber. And safe to say, the first-year player out of Etobicoke, Ontario, Andrew, well, she's been nothing shy of perfect. 5 appearances, 5 games started, 5 wins, 4 complete games. Has given up 10 hits, over 30 innings pitched, 61 strikeouts, which is atop the OCAA right now. ERA at .23 and a whip of .33. Those are some elite numbers to have, especially in a rookie campaign.
Yeah, like I said that last game, whip is one of my favorite stats to look at for a pitcher, the amount of walks and hits you're allowed per inning. Hers had just a third. So, I mean, you got to like that when you're allowing basically 3 walks or hits every 3 innings. It's going to be very tough to score on that.
And I think the scary thing here is the whip, well, it's all just hits because she has 61 strikeouts and she's still yet to walk a batter.
Absolutely incredible. Looking forward to her getting some work done here this afternoon.
She's already been honored Humber Athlete of the Week. That was on the week of September 11th. And highlights, well, she recorded 16 strikeouts in her OCAA debut. And that was 3 shy of the record, which was 19. And that was set a while back by a Fanshawe pitcher.
Well, you know, she's from right here in Etobicoke as well.
And I've seen her pitch. We saw her break the record 2 nights ago for program history and the strikeout record in a year. Starting off on the right foot here. Early strike 1 as that one's fouled on back. One thing to look out here with Shade Hansen on the mound is that heavy fastball sitting in around the mid-60s. Line drive down right field. Koziolek gets there, but it's dropped. Runner's going to take off for second. And will be in there standing up. Unfortunate break right there for Hannah Koziolek in right field, as the first batter from Mohawk will reach.
Makowicz got all of that ball, smacked it out to right field. Anna Koziolek looked like she had a play on that one. Just couldn't finish the job, though, as Makowicz goes safely into second.
So Brooke Cressman now will be up. And she'll watch a first pitch strike go on by. And that's kind of the thing you need to do. When Hansen's on the mound, if you're opposing bat, just get the bat out there. Don't need to overswing or anything. Let the pitcher provide all the power, and we know that Hansen has a lot of it in that arm. And another fastball down the middle for strike 2.
Listen to the sound that made when that reached the glove of the catcher DeBono.
Does a very good job of just attacking these hitters. Look to see it here one more time. Low outside for a ball. 1 ball and 2 strikes here is the count.
Not a bad pitch there by Hansen. You have the 0-2 count, try and get the batter to chase. Didn't work there, but count's still in your favor.
Gets her sign. Here's the delivery. High fastball for strike 3. First strikeout of the day for Shade Hansen.
And one more look at that. Look at that fastball there. Batcher just couldn't catch up to that.
Yeah, Cressman just a little tick behind. And you can kind of see behind us there, it's Seneca Sting baseball team warming up because we have more action happening here at Connervale Park. The Humber men's baseball team will be taking on Seneca in a doubleheader. The games are set there for 5 o'clock and 7:30. We'll try to get coverage of that first game. Do our best. Pitch missing low for ball 2. Catching at the knees. Strike 1.
Humber infield very aware of the base speed that Makowicz brings. Everyone keeping an eye on her.
Pitcher Rachel Lee trying to get something going. Big cut at a fastball there. Strike 2, and battling back to even here is Hansen. Trying to get the second out and keep on stranding that runner at second. Here's the 2-2. Catches the corner for strike 3.
Strikeout number 2 already on the day for Shade Hansen. Fastball has been such an issue here already. That one just catching the zone caught the batter off guard.
And painting the corners like Picasso out there. That one couldn't have placed it any better. That'll bring up Chantel Tripp. She'll try to get something going here. Big cut at a low fastball, strike 1. And that first base runner for Mohawk got on via that shot down the right field line, but the next 2 batters going down via a punch out. And Hansen looks primed to try to do so once again. Low inside. 1-1 goes the count. One and 1 count. Big cut at a high fastball. Strike 2.
Shade Hansen with an interesting delivery. The ball just kind of like seems to float out of her hand, but at such a high speed, I can see why that could be deceptive for the batters.
In the pregame ritual, we see it. It's very extensive. Catches the corner. 1, 2, 3. 3 Ks for Shade Hansen after giving up that leadoff base runner.
Yeah, 3 strikeouts in a row for Shade Hansen. You gotta like what she brings to your team if you're a Humber Hawks fan. Beating you with speed and power there, and Hawks like that as we head to the second inning.
And I guess it's also safe to say last game out, well, she pitched the 5th no-hitter in program history. Yes, it wasn't the full game, but still very impressive out of the first-year player. She's had herself a phenomenal start to her Humber Hawks tenure. Another beautiful pitch right there on the corners. There's only one pitcher I've seen paint the corners better than that.
Who's that?
Hall of Famer Mariano Rivera.
Not bad company to be in.
Greg Maddox, I believe, also up there, doing a really good job painting corners. That's besides the point. Those are baseball players.
Humber will get their next chances here at bat. Hannah Koziolek due up, along with Amelia Russo and Megan Muir. Muir, the starting pitcher in last game, she'll be the DP here in this game, in the second of the doubleheader.
Well, you hear Mad City by Kendrick Lamar, and that can only mean one thing. Hannah Koziolek is stepping up to the plate. And you brought it up in the start of the game. She had herself a great first game of a doubleheader. And we're set to get underway here in the top part of the second inning. Hannah Koziolek stepping in first for the Humber Hawks. Lee with the delivery in the first pitch. Koziolek gets underneath it. It's going to be popped up to the shortstop on a bounce. Not going to be in time. Can't get it. A little bloop shot to the infield, and Koziolek will reach base.
Yeah, a bit of a miscommunication there between pitcher and shortstop. It looked like Lee was going to look to make that play first, and then Tripp kind of backed off that one as we have an infield bloop single to lead things off.
And Amelia Russo, she'll be coming up to the dish. Try to extend this inning, keep the train going. Koziolek faking. Everybody thought she was taking off.
We all know about that base speed that she brings.
She does such a good job just when she's on the base paths.
Coming into this doubleheader, she was with 6 stolen bases and 1 caught stealing. Gotta like those odds.
I believe that she stole 2, so she might be sitting at 8 now on the year. We'll have those stats updated next time the Hawks are back here at Connervale. Russo on top of that one and chops it foul down the left field line. A lot of these hitters are out in front. It kind of seems to start off this game. Rachel Lee, good deception, and that was a key word we used in game number 1. Watton had a lot of good deception on her pitches, while Lee is looking to do the same right here against Humber.
I said before and I said it again, you don't have to be the hardest thrower or have the fastest pitch. You just got to be able to throw off the batter's timing.
Popped up, shallow right field. Dropped down and rolled into the infield. And into second safely. A little bit of a break right there for Humber as it was a hard play for the right fielder to make, coming in trying to make that basket catch. Couldn't get it, so everybody is safe.
Yeah, but then for a moment, it looked like Hannah might have been in trouble. She was kind of caught in no man's land, but with that ball rolling from center field into second base, it looked like it might have been a close play, but Hannah just getting in there before one of those fielders could get their glove and tag the base.
So there'll be a meeting on the mound, but there'll also be a meeting at third base. Head coach Dwayne Bowles talking to the 2 base runners and to the batter, Megan Muir.
Just got to keep your head on a swivel here, see where that ball's going, see where the fielder's making a play. We know these are some high IQ players here that Humber has, so I wouldn't be too worried about that, though.
And Megan Muir up to bat, squares down the bunt, and dead ball called. So it's called foul ball, but the head coach for Mohawk, they just want to check, see if it hit her before she got out of the batter's box, because if it did, well, it's going to result in an out. And they conclude, and it didn't, so Megan Muir will stay alive one more time, and she'll be here to hit. Bunts it once again, but rolls foul. So typically known as a pitcher, but she does have some batting experience. Most at-bats she got, that was back in 2019, 2020. She had 3 home runs that year, as well as a triple and a double, 10 RBIs. The last couple years, it's been more so, rare appearances where Muir will hit.
I'm a little surprised that they're taking this sacrifice approach. I mean, it's 2 strikes now, can't do that, but I mean, you have a runner on first and second, it's still early. Why not let her swing away?
Slice to the shortstop, caught. Nice catch by Chantel Tripp.
Some good heads at base running there by Hannah to slide back into second in time.
And Melissa Hanfeld, first base. First baseman will step up to the dish, try to get the offense rolling for the Hawks. Ground ball pulled to third, on a hop, it bounces away. Runner will be safe. Koziolek will take off for home, and she'll be in there standing up. A lot of heads-up base running right there by number 12, and the Hawks will jump out in front first.
And a bad break there for Mohawk. It looked like that was made for a perfect double play there to get the runners at third and first to leave just one on second, but it would have ended the inning there, but Humber getting away with one and still with one runner in scoring position. Just one out.
Going to be Julia Devano, the catcher, stepping up. Watches the first pitch strike go by. Mentioned in the last game, Devano really good at drawing walks. Building up the count, getting it into her favor. And that's what you want out of the 9-hole hitter. Flip that lineup back up to the top of the order, get those big bats rolling again. So watch 2 pitches go by for 2 strikes. So behind the count here, 0-2 is Devano.
Just try and work that count. You got to take a defensive approach here too.
There's the 0-2, fouled off. And this is something else we see a lot of fouling off of tough pitches. Staying alive, working counts to her favor. Ground ball pulled, foul.
Good job here staying alive. You're getting the pitcher on the other end lead just to make more pitches.
Ground ball hit to third, nice stop. Step on the base for 1, and that'll be the second out of the inning, but you gotta tip your cap to the third baseman right there, Michaela Walker.
One more look. Good job there by the third baseman to get that ball in time, and plenty of time there to get back to third base to get the force out. I'll go down as a fielder's choice.
And back to the top of the order we go. Shea Hilpert. And the 2-out catcher rule wasn't in effect, so Amelia Russo, she'll go from running to third back all the way over to first. Running in place of the back catcher. Hilpert hits it to center field, back in, a nice catch. And that will retire the side, but the Hawks will string across 1 to take an early 1-0 lead here as we head to the bottom half of the second.
Humber once again getting an early inning lead. Last time it happened in the first, here in the second. Last time out, though, after they got that 1-run lead, Conestoga came back with 2 of their own right after. Let's see if Humber can kind of stop that momentum from continuing and keep Mohawk at 0s in the second.
Yeah, and you look who's due up here for the Mountaineers. Well, it'll go like this. Michaela Walker, the third baseman, Carrie Smith, and Hope General. Those are the three that'll be first up for the side who's in some nice pinstripe jerseys. You know, we don't really see the pinstripes come out all that often anymore, but
no.
Hey, I tip my cap to some nice looking jerseys.
Yeah, kind of that classic look. Even in the major leagues, it's only a handful of teams that really have it. You know, the Yankees, the Mets have it, right? Phillies,
yep, Mets.
Rockies.
I'm trying to think who else. I think the Twins have one.
Twins, yeah, that's right. White Sox?
Nope, the White Sox don't.
No, their homes don't have the pinstripes.
Oh yes,
yeah.
yes. I was thinking of their reverse retros. But yeah, I never thought, an orange color like that would go with white, but hey, the Mohawk's proven me wrong.
No, they're nice looking uniforms. Gotta give them credit. That kind of orange, I don't know what shade of orange that is, but with the pinstripes, looks clean look.
I tip my cap. Back on the mound, Shade Hansen, and it was the first batter reached via air in right field by Hannah Koziolek, and then Shade Hansen said, I'll take over real quick, struck out the next three. So she came into the day with a strikeout number of 61, while that number is now up to 64. And she's done this in just 5 games where she has just been dominant, and it's might be a little bit early to say, but partner, it's looking like she's an early candidate for pitcher of the year.
I mean, how can you not say that given her strikeout prowess, all those wins, complete games, 4 already in 5 starts. Incredible, going for number 5 here today.
So in her 5 starts, she's pitched 30 innings, and partner, that's 5 innings less than the max she can go. First pitch in there at the knees for strike 1.
Walker, 300 hitter for Mohawk, so she won't be an easy out.
Another big cut at a heavy fastball, strike 2. Hansen wasting no time. It's like a secret weapon for the Hawks in the second games of doubleheaders, having Shade Hansen getting ready. Strike 3 swinging. 3 pitches, 1 strikeout.
We'll get another look at that strikeout. Here it comes, just catching that inside corner. Batter had no chance.
And you can try to sit the fastball all you want, but when it's coming at you in that mid-60s range, it is very hard to keep up with it. Typically, in the OCAA, we'll see pitchers sit around that high 50s area with that fastball, but Hansen sitting around that 60 and higher. And there's another strike right there.
Yeah, when you are expecting it to come by at 1 speed and all of a sudden you have someone just blowing it by you 10 miles per hour faster, it's a tough adjustment period. And like we said before, in the batter's box, you don't always have that much time to adjust.
Fouled on to the backstop. Quickly, 0-2 here.
You better believe that Shade's going to be going for the strikeout here.
Real question, do you think she sticks with the fastball, or if she tries to switch it up here? My guess would probably be a fastball.
Let's see.
Here's the 0-2. Swing and a miss, strike 3. 2 up, 2 down.
Shade with some more of that heat there. Get another look at that pitch. Right smack in the middle of the zone, didn't matter. Batter couldn't catch up.
So quickly, 2 outs here, and Shade Hansen is rolling. Ground ball hit down the line, foul. Quickly, 0-1. Here's the pitch from Hansen. Big swing and a miss, strike 3.
Another powerful pitch there, making a loud snap there off the glove of DeBuono.
Quickly, 0-2, 2 outs in the bottom of the second inning. Here's the 0-2. In there for strike 3. It's an immaculate inning for Shade Hansen.
And she just did everything she could there to blow by her opponents from Mohawk there. 2 swinging strikeouts and 1 caught looking. 3 strikeouts of each here. Already through 2. She struck out every batter that she's gotten out from today. Incredible.
So in her 5 games that she has started, she's struck out 16. She's pitched a no-hitter. She's broken a program record and now has thrown an immaculate inning. 9 pitches, 3 strikeouts, and here's how it happened.
Yeah, these are the 3 pitches that resulted in the strikeout. That one there, catching that outside edge. Some good pitch framing there by Devono. Got that batter looking.
Partner, that is hard to do.
Just another day at the office.
Just another day. Wow. It's impressive to say the least of what the power and the prowess coming out of the arm of number 19.
Now let's see if Humber can give her some added run support here. Already leading 1-0. We go into the top of the third. And we got Alexis Ferreira getting ready to lead off here. Rachel Lee, pitcher for Mohawk, find anything in her back pocket to try and keep her team in this one.
Quickly here into the 3rd inning we go. Alexis Ferreira will lead things off, followed by Reese Veloci and Riley DeVries. The big boppers for the side of the Hawks coming up here.
2, 3, 4 due up for the girls in blue.
Still a little bit in shock after the dominance we just saw. I mean, to be 5 games into your OCAA career and already accomplish as much as Shade Hansen has accomplished, that's just impressive, partner.
Yeah, not only a bright future, but bright present here for Shade Hansen. Gotta love it.
First pitch missing high inside on Ferreira. Low and in the dirt. And Humber's offense will try to bounce back here, score some runs. They scored late in that first game against the Conestoga Condors. But now we'll try to jump on and get after the Mohawk Mountaineers. Here's the 2-0. Big cut and a fastball down the middle. Two 2-1 count. Ferreira will watch that low and away for ball 3.
Working the count in her favor. You got to know that Mohawk has had the scouting report on her, knows her power, knows what she can do when she gets barrel on bat or a barrel on ball.
Here's a 3-1. Smoked in a right field, down for a base hit. And she'll be standing on first. Alexis Ferreira, have yourself a season at the plate.
Another hit there for Alexis Ferreira. Came into this doubleheader hitting over 600, 615 to be precise. And
that was tied atop the OCAA with St. Clair's Brianna Kressler, who was the reigning OCAA Player of the Year, if you don't remember that.
Alexis giving her some competition this year.
And Reese Veloci, the first-year player to Rexdale, Ontario, up to bat. First at bat, doubled. Turned on the Jets rounding first and took off for second. One 1-0. Here's the pitch. Ground ball hit through the hole on the left side for a base hit. Ferreira's going to take a turn around second, but going to stay. Hawks will go station to station with Riley DeVries coming up.
Yeah, ball looked like it might have been playable off the bat, but Mohawk just couldn't get to that one in time. Runners on first and second, no outs.
And Riley DeVries will come up to bat. Got on top of one last time, grounded out to third. But in the first game, we saw her hit some line drives to the outfield to try to get the Hawks More on the board here. First pitch. Ground ball through the hole on the left side, base hit. Getting the wave on home is Ferrer, and it's an RBI single for number 15.
Once again, find that same spot in the gap between between third and shortstop. This time resulting in RBI. Humber extending that lead to 2-0. And Koziolek up at bat. Big RBI threat here. The runner in scoring position.
Koziolek pops it up. Infield, third baseman there, makes the catch. I'll bring up Emilio Russo, the second base player. Watching that first pitch go by for strike one. Russo reached last time via an error in right field. Here's the 0-1 to Russo. Gonna watch that breaker break inside for ball one.
If you're Russo, your only job here is just to advance the runners any way you can.
Ground ball hit to third base. Shortstop's going to take it. Takes an awkward bounce.
Say it's interference on the runner. Shouldn't be called out. Dwayne Bull is having a word with the umpire about that. So Riley DeVries going to be called out for interference. Dwayne Bull's having...
Yeah, he's just looking for the explanation there of why she was called out, because it did look like Veloci tried to avoid the ball, and that's what you're trying to do as a runner. He's trying to avoid the ball, making the run down, but at the end of the day, umpire called out, so she will be... This will be I guess, I don't know what to really chalk that down as. I guess fielder's choice might be the only way to put it. Russo reaches. DeVries at second, and Veloci gets called out for interference on the ground ball.
You were at the plate.
She'll swing at the first pitch. Fouls back. And we've seen a little bit of everything today. I mean... Either way, we'll continue on with the action here in the top half of the third inning. 2-0, Humber leads it. 2 outs, 2 on. Muir, ground ball. Chopper to third. Throw to first, not going to be in time. Ball gets away. DeVries scores. Getting the wave on home is Russo. She's going to go. Muir is going all the way to third. And it's a 3-base error for Megan Muir.
Now extend the Humber lead to 4-0. Looked like a routine ground ball there. It didn't look like Muir was going to reach base safely. But she's got to be very excited after that, reaching third after a big error there that scored 2.
Unfortunate break for the Mountaineers, but for Humber, you know, good bounce goes their way, and they continue to add on to this lead. 4-0 here in the third. First pitch to Hanfeld in there for strike one.
Hanfeld already with 1 home run on the season, so she's got some pop.
Pulls it foul. And you see the happy feet down there, making me trying to get out of the way.
Don't want 2 runners called out for interference in the same inning.
That might be a record if it was. If that did happen, that could be a record. We have to Google it somewhere. Nonetheless, we'll go here. 2-2 count, 2 outs, and 1 runner on third.
We're getting our HSN stats team on that one.
Here's Lee with the pitch. Stung right back up the middle for a base hit and an RBI for the Hawks first baseman, Melissa Hanfeld.
And despite that previously mentioned interference out, everything is just going the Hawks' way this inning. 4 runs scored, 2 outs, but I mean, you got a runner aboard. Why not try to advance them? And the catcher, Julia DeVuono, up at bat. If she reaches base, she will be run for, though, as we have the 2-out catcher rule in effect.
Yep, and so far, the Humber Hawks, there have been 7 batters that have stepped up to the dish. This will be the 8th. And this is the offense that they've been looking for. First pitch going to be missing low for a ball.
Honfeld's got some speed as well. She's got 3 stolen bases on the season. Hasn't been caught stealing yet. Going to be interesting to see if she goes for second.
First pitch there. Hanfeld back in time, safe.
After a high strike on DeVuono.
One and one is the count. Late decision to swing, but it'll be a strike anyway. Swing and drop, third strike. Throw down to first is going to be in time, and that will finally retire the side. But the Hawks string across 4 with some fireworks that happened on the base paths, partner.
Yeah, I mean, you got to like what happened if you're a Humber Hawks fan, despite that out on the interference. But 4 runs in 1 inning.
So we're going to take a quick replay at the interference here. And I mean,
it's tough to tell from that angle.
It's hard to see, but I guess the way the umpire called it was that when the shortstop ran up, Veloci made contact or possibly, got in the way. I'm not really sure what to fully call it, partner.
That's a tough break because the shortstop was on the base pass. I mean, it's a tough play at that speed. Whatever. So if you're the runner there, you didn't have much time to think about that. I think that's a tough break.
Yeah, we'll try to take a look at it here. Slow it down a little bit. Was there any contact made? No, there wasn't. It was one of those plays where they just kind of happen to be close together.
Yeah.
Again, it's the umpire's judgment. We just have to follow it. It's in the past now, and you know what they say: whatever's in the past, it's in the past. It doesn't matter. So we move on forward with this match.
Some things in the past matter.
You're not wrong. And I look down at my screens here, and an unfortunate notification that the Jays are losing 1-0. Yandy Diaz.
Let's not worry about that right now.
Yeah, it was a Yandy Diaz solo home run. Helps the fantasy team. Doesn't help the real-life Blue Jays team. So we'll get underway, and back out on the mound after the immaculate inning is Shade Hansen, and 6 outs have been recorded, and, well, she struck out all 6. There was heavy contact with the first batter of the game, and ever since then, nobody has been able to touch that fastball. 3 strikeouts looking, 3 strikeouts swinging. Keeping a very good consistency here is Hansen.
And had that immaculate inning last time out, too. 2 swinging strikeouts, then getting the last batter caught looking.
And we'll get things underway. Here we go. Emma Harker, the number 9 batter, will be in the face Hansen. Gonna watch the first pitch go by. Excuse me, number 8 batter in the lineup. And wasting no time is Hansen. First pitch strike.
Harker's got a good eye, walks a lot, but fortunately for her, she's going up against a pitcher that has not walked a single batter.
Hits the shallow center, and Hilpert will get that. Easy out, number 1. And you mentioned it, hasn't walked a single batter yet. And that's pretty impressive in its own.
And that pop-out center field will end Jade Hansen's run of 6 strikeouts in a row.
But there's another run she's on right now that, well, it hasn't been broken just yet. Still hasn't been broken. That's 12 straight strikes thrown by Shade Hansen.
Lupton, another batter here that walks, but I don't think I got to say it again.
Gets the sign, likes what's there, and here's the delivery. Second pitch in there for strike 2, and again, quickly ahead, 0-2 is Hansen. Maggie Lupton is the batter.
When you have a pitcher with this much speed, control doesn't always come with it.
A big cut and a swing and a miss. Strike 3, number 7 on the day.
But Hansen obviously having no trouble with the control here. Not getting many balls, and a lot of her balls finding the strike zone.
So through 9 batters, she has 7 strikeouts. Some might say that's pretty dominant. And back to the top of the order we go. The back catcher. Ball missing high. That's the first ball we've seen thrown since the first inning.
Yeah, 7 strikeouts and not even 3 complete innings yet.
Missing low and inside, ball 2. And remember, back in the first, Kayla Makowicz, she was the only one that was able to get on base. Hit a sharp ball down the right field line for a 2-base error. Low into the backstop, ball 3.
This is the batter that did get a hit off her early in this one, so maybe that playing into Shada Hansen's head a little bit. Either way, it's 3-0. You need to give her a good pitch here.
Here's the 3-0. Down the middle, strike 1. Hansen gets a sign, likes what she sees, and here's the 3-1 delivery. Ball popped up. No walked batter, but 3 up, 3 down. Go Mohawk once again.
I mean, what can you do to deal with Shade Hansen's velocity, her control here? Mohawk's still looking for that answer. Stay tuned.
I don't know what else you can really say. It's been a dominant first 5 games for Shade Hansen on the mound, and we might be looking at something historic right here. This has been a spectacular start to the season that I've ever seen.
I mean, just watching her out here just through 3 innings of work has been complete joy. Looking forward to seeing her pitch hopefully the rest of the game here.
And we brought up the conversation earlier about OCAA Pitcher of the Year. Partner, I think Shade Hansen might have it.
Certainly the early front runner, and
Barring,
it's easy to see why.
Barring any, last-minute comebacks from anybody around the league, and that's not discrediting any other pitcher in the league. There's been a lot of good arms going so far to start the year. We've seen a lot of it. Amy Clayton on St. Clair still yet to give up a run. McKenna Copley as well on St. Clair, 6 wins. And then strikeouts, Shade Hansen ahead of everybody. I mean, it's a tough one to tell for sure, but looking good.
Sorry. Apologies for start.
Humber will be back in action tomorrow. 2-game series at Durham, facing the Lambton Lions and the Durham Lords. And then back at home Tuesday, Thursday for doubleheaders against Durham and Conestoga. Then Sunday, October 1st against Mohawk, a doubleheader. That's the last Hawks home game for softball. Just like that, the season, home season at least, almost over. They have more games at St. Clair, at Lambton, but season come to a close in a hurry.
Trying to drag bunt right there was Hilpert to start off the 4th inning. And partner, so I'm looking around the OCAA again. Sheridan has beat the Lambton Lions. They did that a couple hours ago. And the Durham Lords have suffered their first loss of the season to the St. Clair Saints. Saints move to 12-0. Durham to 11-1. And Hilpert swings at that one, but pops out.
St. Clair, the defending OCAA gold medalists.
And
always had Durham and St. Clair and Humber always among the top baseball or softball programs here in Ontario.
Well, you want to talk about some, possible big games coming up. Humber Hawks have a couple big ones. They face the Durham Lords 3 times in the next couple days. Slice to second, but caught on a line. Ferreira got every stitch of that ball.
A couple of hard hit outs here for the Humber Hawks. So obviously they're doing things right with their approach, just can't hit that ball in the right place. Some bad breaks.
And I'll bring up Reese Veloci. Sliced again over the second baseman's head this time, and Veloci will reach base for her second time of the day.
Goes right after that first pitch, Veloci.
Excuse me, third time of the day she's reached base.
My word. That bat's hot here this afternoon.
And that's a new chant that I don't think I've heard yet. Got to tip your cap to some of these players for
creativity.
For their creativity, yeah. I mean,
Humber Hawks dugout.
I haven't heard that chant in a while. The Reese's Cup. Ball blooped over to right field, and right fielder makes the catch, and that will retire the side. Veloci left on base. Humber still up though, 5-0 as we head to the bottom half of the fourth. This one moving along.
Yeah, quick pace this ball game. I mean, a lot of that could come from who's on the mound for the Humber Hawks here. We're about to see her for at least one more inning of work here, hopefully more.
Yeah, it's been utter dominance, really, to say the least. I don't think there's any other words you can use to talk about the season that Shade Hansen is having for the Hawks, and it's impressive, nearing 70 strikeouts in her 5th game of the year.
Incredible. Averaging over 10 a game. I mean, who does that?
Yeah. Randy Johnson. Yeah. I mean, it's my best guess. Nolan Ryan.
Yeah.
Who else is a flamethrower that just strikes out every batter that they face? There's
a guy for the Yankees, but I won't say his name.
So we're just kind of looking at the standings here. So Humber 10-1, and I'm not sure if the score got put in incorrectly, but St. Clair did beat Durham, but it's put in as a tie.
Yeah, I don't think there are, to my knowledge, there are no ties in.
I don't think there's ever able a tie to happen in softball in general.
No.
You play till you win, and that's always been the golden rule. But
hockey, soccer.
Soccer, I mean, you can tie.
Football has ties.
Yep. Very rare, but they do happen. But looking over at the standings, Humber, if with a win here, they could tie second place Durham Lords, and that's a big gap to jump up into.
I mean, helps you in the playoff tournament, right?
Of course.
Double elimination.
Ground ball hit to the shortstop. Veloci throw across the diamond in time, and Cressman is retired.
Pitcher perfect 6-3 out there from Veloci over to Hampel playing first base. Couldn't have done it any better.
First pitch in there for a strike. Hansen still looking primed. Big cut at a high fastball, strike 2. And we talked about all the accolades that have happened so far. No hitter, 16 strikeouts in your debut, breaking a program record, and immaculate hitting. Some players don't even get one of those things in a season, and Hansen has done it all so far through 5 games, and there's another strikeout right there and a fastball low and away.
You talk about doing that in one season. A lot of people don't do that in their entire careers.
Yeah.
So we're witnessing something special.
Haven't ever seen this kind of dominance out of a pitcher, and I've watched a lot of baseball. I've seen a lot of softball over the years. Big cut, strike one. Pitch missed low inside for a ball. One and one. Bunt dropped down. Hansen picks it up, throw to first. In time. Nice stretch by Hanfeld at first. A nice throw.
Hansen picking up another strikeout in this inning and making a nice defensive play there to get out that runner trying to reach base on a bunt.
8 strikeouts on the day puts her total on the year to 69, one shy of 70. So take a look here at that last strikeout, and man, what a pitch on the outside corner. Partner, I'm pulling up some of the OCAA records, not just the Humber Hawks records. So most strikeouts in a game, that was done on September 24th of 2021 by Morgan Lowry of Fanshawe Falcons. She recorded 19. And the most strikeouts in a season also done by Morgan Lowry, and that was last year, 2022. She had 139. Now, I'm not sure how many more games Shade Hansen has to throw, but her total right now, she needs 70 more. She is halfway to that number, and it's been 5 games.
Could get there, but I mean, the way so with the way some of these games go for Humber, if the mercy rule comes into effect, that could hurt her chances at getting that record. But right now on some bad pace, certainly on 100-plus pace there.
If she averages 14 strikeouts over her next 5 games, she will tie the record.
Wow.
Math.
Math is math.
Math is mathing right now, but we are underway here in the 5th inning. This one rolling along. Hannah Koziolek will be the first one up, singled in the second, and later on scored. She'll watch the first one go by at the knees for a ball. Ground ball hit through the hole on the left side for a base hit. Koziolek reaches again.
Wow, she goes for second. Some great heads-up base running there by Hannah Koziolek.
You got to tip your cap. Hannah Koziolek, she seeks the opportunity, and she arises for it every single time. Just showed off right there. I'm going to mark that down as a double, partner. That's a legged-out double.
Why not?
Amelia Russo up to bat. She was a part of that funky play last time up. The fielder's choice, I guess we put it down as, on the interference call.
Runner's interference, maybe. It was weird, that's the point.
Big cut at a low breaker for strike.
Hannah taking some huge leads there off of second base. She's got one thing and one thing on her mind, and that's come home to score.
You know she has the speed. Cut towards our camera operator. Oh, that one got awfully close. Didn't move a muscle, though. Some steady hands on the camera down the left field line. Props to our camera operators. Didn't budge a muscle.
No, didn't budge there. That's brave.
It's a pretty tippable performance over there. Here's the 0-2. Ground ball hit off the foot.
Russo just walking it off, having some fun.
Trying to get the feeling back into the foot. She was down earlier in the season, I believe, with a foot injury. Not sure if it was left or the right. Wasn't sure if she hit the stanky leg there at some point because the bench started going crazy.
Yeah.
Nonetheless, here we are, 0-2 to the Hawks' second baseman. Sliced into left field, down for a base hit. Koziola getting the wave. She's going home. And Russo's in there at first with an RBI single.
Great job after fouling that ball off her foot. An RBI single there, bringing home Koziolek. 6-0 now the score for Humber, top of the fifth. Still no outs.
So it looks like Rousseau will be pinch run for, and that's Allison McLaughlin coming in, first-year player. Megan Muir stepping up to the dish, number 5. Sharice via error her last time.
Started and won the last game.
Ground ball hit to the shortstop, throw to second. Not in time.
Muir safe on the fielder's choice.
A lot of noise coming over from the Hawks dugout.
A lot of screaming.
Kind of caught both of us off guard. 6-0 score. Hanfeld hammers it to left field, going back at the wall, dropped. The runners will advance. Hanfeld wanted 2, but Muir was only halfway around, so the base will be loaded.
Luckily, those outfield walls have some give. Bases loaded with no outs.
So Julia Devano is out of the game, and into bat will be Bomberry. Take one more look here at that big fly off the bat of Hanfeld. Almost going over the wall, basically to the warning track, but obviously there is no warning track here.
Yeah, that could be a dangerous thing for the outfielders. I mean, you don't have anything to kind of let you know that outfield wall's coming up, so you kind of have to keep your head in the swivel. Not an easy job.
So Angelina Bomberry will step up to bat and pinch hit for Julia Devano. She'll watch the first pitch go by for a ball, and the Hawks still no outs in this inning. They are trying to rally. 6-0 is the score. Top half of the fifth. Ball hit to the pitcher. Throw home is going to be in time and no other play, so another fielder's choice. The run doesn't score, so the score will remain 6-0.
Mohawk going with the right play there, get that out at home, preventing the run. Couldn't get that double play, though. Once again, another error with the home plate.
Yes, I'm telling you,
Malfunction,
Gorilla Glue is what's needed at home plate. We got to get that plate covered in Gorilla Glue, and it will not move. I'm telling you, partner.
I wonder what the problem was, because, you know, I've been calling these softball games for years. I can't remember one problem with that home plate. Now all of a sudden it's popping out every other inning, it seems like.
It's got dislodged from the stone underneath.
Somebody needs to tell that home plate to behave. Play nice.
Bases loaded, 1 out. Top of the fifth. Good block behind the dish. Shea Hilpert, leadoff hitter. Big cut at a low pitch for a strike. One-on-one count.
Big at bat here.
Slapped to left field. Caught on the run. Muir wasn't tagging. So no advancement right there.
Break there for Mohawk now. Just one out gets them out of the inning. The bases loaded for Alexis Ferreira. Not the batter you want to see if you're Mohawk.
Especially with the bases loaded. Red hot to start the season. Ferreira, first pitch, low in the dirt.
Good job to block the plate by Makowicz.
Smoked into center field, down for a base hit. That'll score one. That'll score two.
Could score
Barberry over to third. Ferreira on second. 2 RBI double for number 2.
Now will extend Humber's lead to 8-0. Alexis Ferreira doing a great job there to get barrel on ball. Smacks that right to the outfield wall. That's the power we expect from number 2 in blue.
Meaning on the mound here. Might be a substitution coming. We're not quite sure yet. But it's another chance for Reese Veloci to step up to hit. She has 3 hits so far in this one. A double and 2 singles. And Ferreira ahead of her, 2 hits now with 2 RBIs. And this Hawks offense, it's rolling.
Doesn't feel like much can stop it here. Still 2 outs though, so one good pitch can get Mohawk out of the inning.
Take one more look here at Ferreira's liner to center field. Look at that. On a line basically all the way to the wall. And it was easy 2-run score. Bomberry was held up at third. It was a good relay to get back in, actually. Didn't see that happening in live time, but we see it now.
As Ferreira rounding first into second. She got in there easily standing up.
So new pitcher into the ball game here. It looks like it'll be number 3. I believe it's Carrie Smith will be the one coming in to pitch, and it is.
Getting a bit more cloud coverage here at Connorville, starting to cool down here just a little bit. We'll see how long that stays a thing, though. It's been very sunny, very hot here in Etobicoke this afternoon.
It's starting to cool down a little bit. The sun, hopefully, is fully hiding behind the clouds now. I don't have to worry about getting burned anymore. But nonetheless, it's been a beautiful day for some softball. And, Andrew, we're going to keep it going. We have some baseball action happening on after. I believe game 1 of that is just about to get underway. The players are still just getting warmed up back there. But for the most part, it's been a good day for the Hawks so far. Won the game 1 of the doubleheader. They advanced their record to 10-1. And they're looking to go 11-1 in the year and tie the Durham Lords and try to, take over second place. If the placement is similar to how baseball does it, then if you're finishing the top 2, you don't have to play in that Thursday matchup. So you could play Friday, Saturday, Sunday, depending on how far you advance.
Yes, first place and second place do get a bye.
And that would be huge because you're saving more arms. You don't got to use anybody extra.
Oh.
Foul ball off Veloci. I believe that hit close towards the hand, so a little bit of a danger area, but she looks like she's all right. mentioned, Veloci having herself a great game, trying to get these 2 runners in. Line drive through the gap on the left side, base hit. Ferreira's getting the wave, 1 run scores. Veloci's on her way to second.
She's going to third.
She's going to third. She wants 3 in there.
10-0 Humber.
And I'm not sure if that'll be classified as a double or a triple, but nonetheless, the speed showed off right there by Reese Veloci, her 4th hit of the day.
I don't see that why that shouldn't be counted as a triple. I mean, she didn't hesitate. She was going 3 the entire way.
Humber has exploded here in the 5th. This is the offense we've been waiting to see all day, and it just gets scarier because look who's stepping up to hit. It's Riley DeVries. DeVries trying to get in here on the hit parade. Here's the 1-0. In on the hands, and squibbled foul. One-on-one count here to the Hawks left fielder. DeVries among the leaders in RBIs as well as home runs. One popped up out of play onto the baseball diamond. DeVries sitting tied for 3rd in the OCAA in RBIs and sits 2nd in home runs. Ground ball through the hole on the left side, base hit, RBI. Veloci trots across easily. DeVries takes off, going to 2. In there, sliding safe. And the Hawks have batted around here in the 5th.
Incredible show of offense here by the Humber Hawks. Now leading 11-0. Still 2 outs.
And I've run out of room here on my scorebook, so we're going to have to make some edits here. Moving over one more row. And the one that started this inning off, Hannah Koziolek, back up to the plate. Gonna watch the first one go by for a ball. 2 outs here. High outside for a ball. There's pitch sliced, but foul. Almost hit the pole down there. You know what they?
Or one for marksmanship, I guess.
You know what they say? If it hits the pole, you win a teddy bear. That's how it works. You win a prize.
How about a Pikachu plushie? No?
Squirtle, Charizard. You know, you can get any Pokemon you want.
Squirtle, now we're talking.
Low inside, ball 3. 3-1 count here to the Hawks right fielder. Looking primed and ready to keep striking is this offense. Here's the pitch to Koziolek. Inside, ball 4.
Humber's reign of terror here continues this 5th inning.
So re-entering into the game, it's Amelia Russo. She came out to be pinch ran for. Fifth inning of action here, the top of the 5th. The Hawks have scored 6, and they're still threatening to score more. Low inside for a ball. Here's some chants going on behind us. That's the baseball game getting ready to get underway. Like you said, we're a little bit behind here with the softball action. Pitch missing high, or excuse me, hitting high. Here's the 1-1 to Russo. Ball popped up. Oh, I can almost make a play on that. I thought about it. I thought about it for a split second. I looked up and saw it clear the fence, and oh boy, if it was right here, I was going for it.
I would give you like $50 if you would do that.
Oh, come on. Don't
that
get,
would be worthy of that.
I'll get the chair ready now. I'm all prepared now, sitting up. Ball popped up. Shortstop has a read on it, makes the catch, and that will retire the side. But again, the Hawks strike for 6. Score up to 11-0.
Number with a chance here to end after this inning if to keep Mohawk off the board. Look at this big hit.
You got to give credit to Veloci. Look, pumping the arms, going all the way. Dwayne Bowles, head coach, was putting up the stop sign, and she said, no, I'm going for 3, and she got it.
Another look at that.
Gets past. It was just the lip of the grass that hit. So Shade Hansen back out on the mound. She's had herself an exceptional day, doing something different. It seems every single day. In the second inning, she had the immaculate inning. Now, if you're new to softball or new to baseball and you don't know what immaculate inning is, well, it's when you throw 3 strikes to 3 straight batters and strike them all out, 9 pitches.
Absolutely incredible.
A very hard task to do. Low inside for the first pitch of the inning, ball 1, and Hansen, she's been sitting a while, so has to get a couple of the rust out of the way. Next pitch low and inside again for a ball. Big cut at the heavy fastball. Fouled ball and back once again, so 2-2 count is where we sit. Hansen looking for another strikeout.
Going for number 9 here on the day.
Yeah, please come.
Here's the 2-2. Ground ball hit to Ferreira. Throw across the diamond is going to be in time, and first batter is retired.
Great job there by Ferreira. It wasn't the fastest ball coming towards her, but she can get it out of there in a hurry and has great accuracy to throw it to first.
So Shade Hansen, she's pitched every other game, and while you look at the numbers and the strikeouts she's racked up, 16 in the first game, 9 in the second, 12 in her third, 14 in her fourth, and against Sheridan, 10. Today against Mohawk, she's sitting at 8. Quickly up ahead, 0-1. Another big cut missing for strike 2. Bottom of 5th, 0-2 count. Hit off the helmet.
Yeah, DeBono taking that one off the mask.
And that's the second back catcher that's been hitting off a foul ball off the helmet. We saw Michaela Tuck 2 days ago that happened to her, and that's why she isn't playing here. Obviously don't want to risk anything going forward. So the day off today. You can kind of hear head coach Dwayne Bowles say, or excuse me, Brandon Costa say, Shade, you got to slow it down a little bit. Starting to run out of back catchers. Here we go. 0-2. Big swing and a miss for strike 3. Number 9 on the day for Hansen.
One more look at that strikeout.
Heavy fastball on the inner half.
Same stories the rest of the day. Batter just couldn't catch up.
First pitch and a broken bat. I've seen it all. I have seen it all. That an immaculate inning and an aluminum bat that just broke. Shade Hansen, you've done it all.
I don't think I've ever seen an aluminum bat just break in half like that, ever.
I've seen 2 aluminum bats break over the span of 14 years playing baseball and watching softball. That's the 3rd. That's impressive. That is very, very impressive.
Hansen all smiles after that one.
Confusion, see if the ball, if it hit her or not. And another look at it here. Just impressive. I mean, come on. Perfect break, too, on the handle. Wow.
And Hope General looked as shocked as the rest of us.
I've never seen, it's been a while since I've seen aluminum bat break. 1-2 count. Hansen looking for one more punch out on the day. It'll get her to double digits. Started the day at 61, trying to finish at 71.
Looking to end the game in style.
Broken bat, an immaculate inning. She's done it all so far today. Here's the 1-2. Big swing and a miss, strike 3. 10 Ks on the day, and the mercy rule will take effect. And Shade Hansen, have yourself a day.
I mean, what a great run there by Shade Hansen. One more look at that last strikeout. There's the delivery right on the outside half of the plate, swing and a miss. 10 on the day for Shade Hansen. I think she's an easy winner here for player of the game here for the Humber Hawks.
If you would give it to a pitcher, it would be to Shade Hansen. If you're going to give it to a batter, look no further than the Hawks shortstop, Reese Veloci. 4 hits on the day and 2 RBIs. But nonetheless, that will do it for softball action here at Connervale Park. The Humber Hawks have advanced to an 11-1 record and are now tied with the Durham Lords for second place in the OCAA.
And I mean, what an important string of games coming up. We got 3 games against Durham coming right up, 1 tomorrow and then 2 on Tuesday right here at Connervale Park. Next time we're on HSN here. It's
going to be a heavy dose of Durham Lords versus Humber Hawks softball coming up soon. But don't miss the action. Stay tuned. We'll have baseball coverage on HSN shortly. Don't go anywhere.